So, I don't know, this morning was like, when I was coming to the car, I felt really nervous. Really, really nervous. And I just couldn't, I don't know why. It's not even my first time preaching anymore. I don't know why I was more nervous this time than the first one. So, be with me, yeah? Be responsive, friends. Church. Sorry. All right. So, this morning before you leave to church, I just want to ask you, how was your journey to church? Good? Excited? I like that. Yeah. Parents with kids, how was it? That's what I should ask. Even parents with adult kids, how is it like to leave to church? It's very hectic, isn't it? You have to get ready, everybody. Time 9:48. Service starts at 9. We leave at 8:50. And you live further away, and everybody's rushing everybody in the house. And from my house, in my family, and the dads, I don't know if you know, but my dad is always ready first. Yeah? Same, I see. Yeah. My dad is always ready first. And he would be, me and my mom, we'll take our time to choose our shoes, to match the shoe and the bag and everything. We do that all the time. And sometimes we really think of, I want to wear this, but then in the morning when I go out to look at the shoes, I'm like, actually, I want this shoe and that shoe. And then, sometimes we'll be still getting ready, but my dad, he's done. And in his heart, the main purpose is to go to church, isn't it? The main destination is to go to church. So, and he won't really focus on how long we will get ready, how long we will get to get ready. But as long as, he's ready to go, because he's like, when he goes to the car, it's a signal for us that, okay, we have to go already. That's the thing, yeah? And when he goes to the car and wait for us, and he sits in the car, and surely later me and mom will get into the car, now Josh drives, but me and mom, and we will get to the car and we will drive. And before driving to the destination, there was a process of him sitting in the car and just waiting. And and the process of waiting is today's title, and I'm going to name it called What Now, God? Is the process of What Now, God. And if you want to take note, that's the title, What Now, God. And to be honest, when Uncle Anna asked me to preach, I was like, I really have no idea, I have nothing that came into my mind. I really had no ideas or not even any inspiration at all. And just nice that weekend I was in Singapore, so I was like, okay, let's just go to somewhere and just write. And I brought my iPad, I went to sit down at Starbucks, and I just written. I really had nothing to write, so I just written there, what now, God? Then I texted Zoe. I'm like, Joe, nothing to write. I really have nothing to write. I need to talk about it. And Zoe was like, maybe that's what God wants you to talk about. And so, we're going to talk about that. What now, God? What now, God phase in your life? And during this time of preparing, God reminded me of a song. And, it's called From Maverick City's Wait on You. I don't know if you guys know. And the song is like, wait on the Lord, He will renew your strength. Wait, I said. And it reminded me of the verse, which is Isaiah 40, verse 31. Yeah. Church, are you here with me? Okay, we got it. All right. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles, and they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Come on. I can't hear a amen. Come on, louder amens. Yeah. And what does this mean? Basically, waiting on the Lord, that what now God phase, when do you go through it? Let's see. So the first point is, when does this happen? And usually, this happens when we are full of faith. When we are praying, when we are fasting, or even after church camp. We recently just went to church camp, right? And when you're in church camp, everybody's like worshiping the Lord. Everybody's like, yeah, come on, Lord, fire, fire, fire. And then you go home. Nobody is doing it at home. Nobody is doing it at home. And then you get like, oh, okay, I'm back to, the usual days. Nothing. When you are fasting. When you want something and when you are fasting, The beginning of the fast is wonderful, isn't it? The first few days of the fast is awesome. You and God, God, me and you. It's just me and you against the world, it's always that one phase. And after that, in the middle, it's like you feel like, what am I even fasting for? What am I even praying for? And that's where you go through the what now, God? God, I'm here, but where are you at? Like, what now? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to feel? Like, how am I supposed to go through this? And then God is there, but He's not entirely speaking to you. And He's not entirely showing you signs. The sermon is not really hitting with your life feelings. I mean, what you're going through in life, or the worship is not connecting to your life or whatever you're praying for, and then you feel like, God, what now? And really, what now, God? What am I supposed to do? And here's the thing though. When things fizzle up and we go into slump, you are on the right track, but when it comes to reading, it's really a dangerous zone. And when you are in these dangerous zones, you are going to be served dangerous meals. So I'm at my second point, and the second point is called dangerous meals. So in this dangerous zone, it's like a stop. It's like a stop, like when you go to travel, and then there's a R&R where you stop, and then you go eat. And here are the few dangerous meals that will be served to you. And the first one, everybody say the first one, hospital food. Everybody say hospital food. Why do I say hospital food? Because hospital food equals to hopelessness. And if you like hospital food, please do see Uncle, and then after this, we will pray for the resurrection of the taste buds. Okay? Hospital food is memang bad for you to get out of the hospital. Huh? I know Auntie Liz works in the hospital. I hope she's not. Yeah. And hopelessness starts coming when you are in this phase of God is not doing anything, when God is not speaking to you, there's no new verses coming, pastor is not praying for you, or whenever you go to pastor and say, Pastor, I need prayer, but the prayer is not coming properly, the prayer is not what you want, you'll be like, God, this is hopeless. Hopelessness starts coming in, discourage starts coming in, and you start wondering if God is even real. Because you know why? In your head, your plan is the best. In your head, that you say like, God, this I love. This one is the best that I can think of. This one is the only way that I can go through. This one is the only way that can get me there, and there, and there. And here's the thing though. But in Proverbs 19 verse 21 says, Proverbs 19 verse 21. Thank you, Lydia. It says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand. I mean, the easier version means, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it's the Lord's purpose that prevails. Yeah? And it's easy to be hopeless if you stand on your plan instead of God. Yeah? Everybody feel relatable? Yeah? I'm pretty sure that happened to you. And then, after that, the second meal, everybody say second meal, is the one pot meal. Everybody say one pot meal. Alright, why do I say one pot meal? Because it's equals to convenient. You're only waiting on the Lord because it's convenient. Don't say you never do before. Let me give you an example. Doctor say, you need to cut down sugar. Yeah? Because the doctor say, go and cut down sugar. You're growing too big. I also need to cut down sugar, and then, this and that, everything. But then, you go home and you still whack all the nice stuff, the sweet ones and everything. But then in your heart you say, God, I'm going to wait for you for healing. How? I'm going to wait for you for healing. Are you still doing the things that makes you sick? You see? You're only labeling it as, I'm waiting on the Lord because it's convenient. I'm waiting on the Lord because I actually don't want to do anything. I actually don't want to do anything about it. When you face something in the situation in your life where it's a bit difficult and you be like, God, I don't want to do, you move. But you don't want to do anything about it. There's two differences of surrendering, and one is surrendering and one is just leaving it. When you surrender to God, if you believe in Him that He will do all these things, even though that you know that He will work in you, But there's another difference of you just waiting and not doing anything. And that's why I say it's convenient. When it's convenient for you to wait on the Lord, then only you wait on the Lord. And the third one is the half-boiled egg. Everybody say the half-boiled egg. 50-50. You're not fully cooked, but you're just there. It states that you are waiting on the Lord, but secretly you are coming up with your own plans and low-key doing it to get what you are waiting for. You want to wait for what you want, but you don't want to wait for God. But you say that you're waiting for God, but then in your mind, in your heart, you say like, God, if I do this, then it might work though. Like if I do like that, then this one, everything might come for me. The last one is cup noodle style. And this is because you want things fast. You want it to be instant. You want it when you pray. You want it that when you pray now, tomorrow you want to see come out already. Or like 1 week you want to see come out already. 1 week you want to see God move already. And in this day, everything being instant. You want to be an instant, and you want to be instant, and you want to give the Almighty God a deadline. Like, who do you think you are to give God a deadline? It's like, God, I want this business to happen next month. How? Who knows that you might need longer time to prepare for your business that you also don't know because you only think that you know everything. See, sometimes God works in mysterious ways. And He really works in ways that we really think like, you know what, we know the best, but we actually don't. Like we put God in a box. My first sermon, we put God in the box. We lean on to our own understanding. That's why sometimes waiting on the Lord fails for us. And when we go and stop, we eat the meals that is served to us. And my next point is going to be about how to actually wait on the Lord. And there's 3 B's for you. So are you here with me? Yeah? Everybody so far? Everybody get it so far? Alright? And it's gonna go on how to wait on the Lord. And there's 3 B's that you have to have in your life. And the first one is be present. Be present. Be 100% fully woke. Be there. In this season of waiting on the Lord, be there. And what do I mean by be there? Like actually be there. Like not say like, oh, okay, like I know I'm here. But when God talks to you, when God speaks to you, be there. Be there to know that what you want to do after that. When God shows you signs, be aware. Be alert. When somebody speaks to you, even though the person that you don't like also, be alert. Just be be present in the waiting of the Lord. Don't just say you're waiting on the Lord and then leave it the next day. Don't just pray about it like, God, I wait for you. But then the next day you just, you forget about it. You're not even there. It's like, God, I know you're waiting. I'm waiting, but it's like, I'm not going to even talk about it. And then the next one is be ready. And not just anyhow ready, but battle ready. See, sometimes God let you wait is because He really wants to prepare you. And the devil hates it when you wait on the Lord. Because again, in Isaiah 40 verse 31, it says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Oh, the devil has that. And they shall mount up with with wings as eagles, and they shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. When you are waiting on the Lord, God is preparing you. He is strengthening you. He's letting you go through things that will strengthen you. And He's letting you go through things to get the wings, and you get your wings ready. And He's training you to run as fast so that you don't fall and trip when your blessing is ready. And He's preparing you to walk properly so that you don't faint, or if things that when your blessings come, sometimes you might not be ready so that you won't faint. That's why something waiting on the Lord is a process for us that you have to go through. I know sometimes it's very difficult. I think I am. Definitely in my waiting season. I'm waiting, and definitely I'm waiting for something, and then right now God is just not talking to me. He's talking to me, but not entirely about that. And I feel like, God, so what now? Like it's there in front of my eye, Like I can see it, I can do something about it. I can, I don't know. But here's the thing though, it's not your time yet. And here's the thing about getting ready though. Just like my dad, when he gets ready, when he gets to the car, before he leaves the house, he finds the key. That's getting ready, what? Get ready, he gets the key ready. See, check the car. But I don't know. But last time, one time, like our car got cat inside the engine. Not even joking. This happened before. And checking the engines, or I don't even going into the car, turn on the aircon. Because I sweat easily. I walk out of the sun a bit also, I drip really. Yeah. And by the time when you are ready, when he's ready in the car, the AC is all turned on, everything is ready, we are ready. The blessings that's going to come into the car, which is me and mom, is ready. We are ready, we sit in the car, okay, it's cool, it's comfortable, Pastor Robert, okay, jalan, settle. Yeah? That's how I say getting ready is very important. That waiting is a process for you to get ready. And don't rush God. Don't rush God. And my father knows better than not to rush. Because if he does rush us, the next day you will see a news. World War III happening in Gelapata. Yeah? Don't rush. Don't rush God and don't rush that waiting process. You need that waiting process. Sometimes in that waiting process is for God to heal you. Not even physically, maybe it's even like healing in your heart. You have unforgiveness with this person. You see, if you are praying for a new, let's say like you are praying for your life partner. God, where is my life partner? But in your heart, you still have a lot of unforgiveness. How lah? How are you gonna meet this new person? This new person does anything to you, so you don't want to forgive after that breakup. How? Or anything. You say, let's say you want God, you try to pray. You want a new job, or like God, like a higher post, and then you feel like God, you're not giving it to me, but actually He's probably like preparing you. He's letting you go through like work conflicts for you to get ready for the higher post, so that when you are actually there at your destination, when you have any problem, when you are the boss, you already know what you're gonna do because you already experienced it, right? See, waiting on the Lord is important because that's the process of us to God to us ready. And the last one is to just believe. Actually, trust in the Lord, but there's no other D word, so believe. And what do I mean by believe? Yeah, I believe in God our Father. I believe in Christ the Son. What do I mean by believe? And to understand this, we have to go back to Luke chapter 5, verse 4 to 6. I'm going to look at my two friends, Peter and Simon. Peter, yes. Yes, Peter and Simon. Luke chapter 5, verse 4 to 6. Thank you. Okay. Now, when he had left speaking, he said unto Simon, launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a draught. Next one, Joe. And Simon answering said unto him, Master, we have toiled all the night and have taken nothing. Nevertheless, at thy word, I will let down the net. And 6 2. And when they had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their nets break. And this is Simon when he was on the boat. When he was on the boat, and Jesus said like, "Hey Simon, come here. I want to preach on your boat." And he went up to his boat and he preached. And Simon was like, "Okay, God, like come on up to the boat. Like yeah, you can talk about it. Like you can preach." And he let God come into his boat and preached, knowing that he is the Almighty God, that he can call the fish to come immediately. But he didn't do that immediately. He waited on the Lord. He let God do his thing. He let God preach. After even done, he didn't even ask. God told him, put your nets up again. And trusting God is basically like Simon. You already put your net down. And putting your net down, like casting your net, is like casting, your hard work. I put my hard work into this plan, my hopes and my dreams and everything that I have. And then when God says, pick it up again and then put it this side. You'll be like, God, but But God, my hard work is all over here. My plans and everything is here, like here, God. And it's not working, God, so why should I trust you again? And then this time, God says, put it this side. And then look at Simon. He didn't even ask. He didn't even ask why, God. He just said, God, I did it all. Jesus, I did it all night long, but there was no fish. But you know what? When you say it, I'm going to do it. When you say it, I'm going to trust you. And he's like, Jesus is a carpenter, you know. For 30 years, Jesus, when Jesus was on the earth, he was the son of carpenter. He knew nothing about fishing. And I'm pretty sure Simon knows as well. And why would you go and listen to a carpenter talking about fishing? Right? It's like when your kids, let's say when SPM students, they would ask questions and how to do this essay to Ezra and not to Michael. Because that one teacher, this one is, what are you doing now? Cooking, right? She's a chef. Yes. See? You see what I mean? But then Simon, he just believed in the Lord and he trusted the Lord. And God said, put it over here, cast it over here. And he cast. Oh, and let me tell you what happened next was, they caught, what was it? Give me verse 5, Joe? 6? Okay. And when they had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their net break. Come on, you should give Jesus a big clap. Come on. You know, it can be like you are working everything, you're doing everything in your mind, you're doing everything in your power, to get your plans done, but God's like, not now. Not this one. I have a bigger fish for you. I have a bigger plans and more plans for you, and better plans to come for you. You just have to trust me. You just have to. Trusting the Lord is not easy. Let me tell you about it. It's never easy. Because of course we would think like our logic is the best. Our logic is number one in the world. We think that we have all the knowledge in the world to do everything, and that's what we do. We are humans, right? Nothing wrong with that. But also at the same time, we are a child of God. We are a bit different. We're not normal like other people out there. We get to lead on the most smartest God in the world. And that's why I say I know it's difficult to do. Picking up your hopes and dreams again, and then put it in the side where you don't even know what's there. But when God says do it, you should do it. When God says, it's time, it's time. And if you can, speaking of time, can I have book of Ecclesiastes? Ecclesiastes? Yes. Okay, Ecclesiastes, correct. Verse 3, verse 11. Ecclesiastes. Can I help?
Ecclesiastes.
Okay, whatever I can't understand. That one. Chapter 3, verse 11, please. Okay. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Beginning to the end, right? And this whole book, this whole chapter 3 of Ecclesiastes, this whole chapter 3 speaks about time. Speaks about God doing things in time. I remember like the 3 verses was like, there's time of love, there's time for love, there's time for this, there's time for that. If you really want to look into it, go and read the whole chapter. And it's important to believe, because if not, sometimes when you even wait on the Lord, sometimes the thing doesn't happen. I'm going to give you a testimony of my mother's tree. Recently, my mom, during MCO time, she planted an avocado tree in front of our house. And the avocado tree grew. When she told me, when I was in Singapore and during MCO, she told me like, I'm growing an avocado tree, so when you come back, you can eat avocado. I did not believe her at all. Because knowing my mother, she will like, because it's avocado tree, right? Like you would think like, it would take a lot of effort and everything to plant it to make it big. But let me tell you, friends, when I came back the avocado tree was like this tall. And then it grew and grew and grew after like 4 years. Yes. So after 4 years, it grew really big. It really became a tree. And then this week, MBJBT decided to dig out our house, the front part of our garden, my mother's garden by the bay. MBJBT decided to destroy the whole entire thing, pluck out the tree, all her grapes, all her avocado tree, all gone. Because they have to fix the pipe, and we can't do anything about it. We really can't. Because that one is MBJBT's land, and they're doing like pipe, also they're doing it for your house, so you can't say anything. We really can't. So the whole tree is gone now. And that's why I say sometimes you put in the effort, you put in the weight, you put in the work and everything, and then that's not God's plan for you. And sometimes you have to be okay with it. And that's not easy. That's definitely not easy. Because we think that our plan is the best, but it's still low. Like, as I said just now in Proverbs, only God's plan will prevail. And don't worry though, if you pray, and if you put your heart in God, He's such a good God. He's such an amazing God. He won't let it go to waste. If you're doing ministry right now and you feel like your ministry is going to waste, like God, nobody's doing anything, nobody is changing their hearts, it's okay. God is working. He's doing something that you can't even see. That's not Mary and show me how to what was it? The unseen part. Make my heart and make it yours. Everything I am for your kingdom's cause. Open up my eyes and see. Yeah, that part, the unseen part. Yeah. Open up my eyes to see. Open up my eyes to the things unseen. Yeah. The unseen things. God is really working, but you just don't know. And let Him do the work. Let go and let God. Let go of your plans and let God. I tell you, it's not easy. Definitely, it's not easy. But in this waiting for the Lord time, He's gonna teach you. He's preparing you. If you're waiting on the Lord, God's preparing you. God's preparing you for the new job. Yeah. God is preparing you for, I don't know, new roles in church even. God is preparing you for a change of, I don't know, if you're waiting for a house, God is preparing you for that. Financially, everything, you don't know, but He is. Yeah? And don't wait on your plans. Wait on the, come on church, wait on the, not even wait on God's plan, wait on the Lord. Yeah? Don't wait for the giver, wait, don't wait on the gift, wait on the giver. Pastor Rajan's favorite quote, waiting time is not a wasted time. Yeah? You should put that on the shirt and then sell building fund, uncle. Yeah? Remember that waiting time is not a wasted time. Okay? Alright. I think that's about it I have today. I hope you are blessed. I hope that you go home. That if you're waiting for something, do not be discouraged. Always know that God has your back. He's just doing something that you just don't know. And also, just keep waiting on Him. Press on Him. And God is good all the time.
Thank you, Deborah.